My father is a judge in Las Vegas, and my family abused me for 3 decades. I really need you all to pay attention to save my life, so I'm just going to tell you in advance that this story involves billionaires, O.J. Simpson, heroin, calling out like my entire state justice system, and a news cover-up. And I need a lot of eyes on this very quickly, or they actually legitimately will get away with killing me. Okay, so if you just want the drama, that's fine, but I really need people who can help me escape all of this and survive and get the living fuck out of this country, hopefully as fast as possible. I need those people to tune in and bear with me because there's just a lot of going on, okay? So if you don't have the information that can help me, please just give this a like so that like the algorithm boosts it and can help me find those people with the answers. So if all you can do is do that, I'm already beyond grateful. And I didn't mean to leave this until down to the wire of TikTok's death, but life has been really lifing, really hard. So I recorded a long video coming out about the abuse, and of course, you know, no one watched it. It was a long form video on the place where those go. And yeah, no one wants to watch those, and I get it, okay, I get it. So I ended up having to send it to the news. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll send it to the news, because I get it. Who would want to watch a long video about abuse? I'm a nobody, I understand. But I did. I ended up begging the news for help. I sent it to all the news stations in my city, and I know that they saw it. I know that they watched it, because the only views that I got were like the 400 views from that. So clearly all their employees watched it. I'm sure that was quite a day, quite a hubbub. No one said anything. Not an email back, nothing. And that's just, I don't know about you, but that's really weird to me. You know, that it's the news. And like a sitting judge, I think still a sitting judge who has worked in this city for 40 years. And nothing. Sitting judge, as far as I know still, abused his daughter for 3 decades. As did my mom, who was a JEA in the court system, for him. My divorced parents, my mom works for my dad, and they abused me for 3 decades, and that's not a story? Like, I'm not being conceited here, it's just like, that's objectively newsworthy, right? Like, I handed it to them, to all of them, and none of the stations in the entire city, not even emailed me to be like, was this really you? Are you okay with a segment? Nothing. It's been months now. And it's just like, as weeks went by, I was like, oh, this is a lot worse than I thought. I thought it might be a possibility, but I was like, no, I'm not that important. This isn't, surely there wouldn't be a fucking news cover-up of this. Surely there's got to be some person on one of these news teams that's like dying to crab in a bucket their way out of this city by doing some news piece on this. Surely at least someone from the station would be a good person, maybe, and be like, whoa, okay, we can't talk about it on the news, but like, you got to see this. This is a crazy story I heard about. Nothing. Like, I don't know if I'm crazy about this, but it seems ridiculous to me. I don't know. I've thought every possible route coming out about this, that like this could go, and somehow genuinely being at the center of like a conspiracy, that just struck me as way too unreasonable. Like, I grew up going to barbecues with these people and school with their kids. So it's like, LOL, what the f do I do about that? Like, how the f do I get out of here safely? Who all has a target on my back? Which of the people that I grew up with that would have a vested interest in this not getting out? Which of them Which of them has a laser pointed at me? You know, like, it's just so bizarre to be at the center of my own fucking Law and Order episode. Like, how do I get out of here safely? Like, whose money bought their silence? All of the news stations? All of them. Whose money bought their silence? Who is connected to who that was like, oh shit, 4 news stations, and this was not a blip. Like, hundreds of people watched it only that morning, only that day. And it's not a story? Okay. Like, hundreds of people that work at all of the news stations in the city saw it, and not a single one of them let it to slip to anyone. Just, I don't know about you, but I really want to know who has the power to do that. The list of suspects are in the follow-up video I'm going to post, the long video, but like, it's not just all of the people that my parents worked with and are connected to. It's like someone else that they could be connected to and in bed with, and like someone that I don't even know that wants this suppressed. And like, it's all just really scary. Like, who the fuck has the power to shut up every single one of those people? Not just the stations, but those people. Like, no one that works there is a good person. I don't know. I don't. Maybe they didn't deem me important enough, and like, that's just crazy. Like, anyone who's important in the city knows my dad. He's been here for 40 years. You know what I mean? Like, and this isn't a story. It's just all really scary. Like, who has the power to shut up every single one of those people who works at a news station? Not a single one of them is a good person and like let it slip, or like they work in the goddamn news. Absolutely none of these hundreds of people gossiped in Las Vegas. I know you're not from here, but like, there's not much going on. None of them. So I don't know what's at the center of this shit. Like, are they fearing for their lives like I am, or like, what the f is going on? Who did I accidentally tap into something bigger? Or like, call me crazy, but like, this can't be that unimportant of a story. Like, you would think these, at least in the movies and the TV shows, the reporters are like dying for a good story. Like, sorry, but this just, it doesn't compute. So like, I don't know who it could be, but shortlist, spoiler, they know everybody in the whole justice system. They know all the cops, the detectives, the DA. I grew up going to his barbecues. My mom worked for his wife, state Supreme Court justices. He's met the senators or the governors. The governor used to be the sheriff, so they for sure know him. They know everybody who's anybody in the legal world. Okay? They know all the people from like all these events, and I've met all of them. I grew up in this world. These were my parents' friends. I went to their barbecues. I hung out with their kids. I was tutored by their kids. You know what I mean? Like, I went to all of these campaign events with these people, and now one of them could be wanting to kill me, or connected to someone who does it. I don't know what nerve I tapped, but I mean, my parents alone will want me dead if they find out about this, which they will if anyone in the world cares. So I'm pretty sure the only thing in the world that will protect me is this app, because people aren't going to watch any other place. So the only way that I'm going to stay alive is if a lot of people see this and care, and they can't do something to me and be like, oh, it was an accident. So it is terrifying, the news. But if my voice held no power, they wouldn't be trying to silence me. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So just while there's still a week left of democracy, I figured I'd try one last time to beg for help.
Wow. I understand that some people might not want to touch this with a 50-foot pole because the parents are very influential. But also, like, yeah, maybe get out of town before you start mouthing off about people in places of power. Because they, even if they're the parents, if they treated you this badly, they probably will throw you in jail. So, yeah, this is a weird story. There's so many conspiracies about Las Vegas. But whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Yikes. What do you guys think about the story? Put it in the comment section below.